Ventures Season 18 should be ending January 25th, 2024. I am recording this video technically before the season starts, so I'll pin any corrections in the comments down below, but I want to say that the rewards have not changed for years. If you guys have watched the Season 13 Ventures Rewards video, you don't need to watch this one, but plenty of you guys missed that, and a lot of you guys just like the reminder, so we're going to be going over all the different rewards here. Notable rewards, I'm going to get into them deeper later on, are the fact that you get the superchargers. Survivor superchargers can supercharge your survivors past level 130. It makes you a higher power level. Weapon superchargers make your weapons do more damage. Hero superchargers improve your ability damage, like minigun, dragon slash, seismic smash, all of those, and it increases their health and shield. Trap superchargers make you do more damage, and everybody's favorite, vouchers. Vouchers let you research weapons out of season. So if you find a really good hero, like, let me just show an example. This is going to be a bright screen. It's just kind of how it is. If you're in a dark room, get ready, but we're going to be going back to the timeline later on anyway, so I wanted to show this. This is why I know it's January 25th. That will also be reflected on the timeline if that date changes for some reason, although we are pretty set on a weekly Wednesday schedule, so I think that's not going to change. I wanted to say that Clip is going to be fantastic this season. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but she's a great example for a voucher. She is a hero that gives you double loot when farming. This is not your builds like wood, metal, or brick, but it's like batteries, nuts and bolts, planks, all the different twines and the different mineral powders. In the lead, she gives you more of those 100% of the time. And she left October 3rd, so she's already gone. She's 11 plus months away. Very good voucher because the superheroes modifier, again, we'll be getting into this later, makes it so that one of the changes is that Outlanders don't cost any energy when using the anti-material charge. So you can just spam Clip in the lead forever in the commander slot, getting double loot the whole time. Excellent hero, and you can get her with a hero voucher. So if you don't have that hero, you might want to spend that. But I'm also going to have two videos linked down below on how to spend your hero vouchers and your weapon vouchers, because I feel like you might not know everything about the game, and those videos will guide you. Another thing to mention is actually Legendary Flux, because they made an amazing update. Epic made it so that a lot of the heroes and weapons that are available in event llamas, like the Winter Llamas coming soon, or the Fortnite Mares llamas in the last season, are all fluxible. The only things that you need to voucher nowadays are event heroes that do not come out in llamas, event weapons that do not come out in llamas. They come out in the event shop, or going back to the timeline here, you can see that Frostnite is our upcoming challenge. Basically, Frostnite every week will have different rewards, like the Paper Shredder, or the Tree of Light, or Tank, which is a hero that's not that great. If you guys are interested in Frostnite stuff, I'll actually have my playlist linked down below. I have a whole playlist showcasing every single one of my Frostnite runs and my guide on how to beat Frostnite. I know this says 2022, but the game hasn't fundamentally changed too much. The only thing you should know about if you're going to watch that guide is that the Plasmatic Discharger exists, and it's awesome. So what I'm saying is Flux is really useful. Some of the best weapons and heroes in the game are now fluxible. Again, I'll have two links down below on the best heroes and weapons to Flux. That video will guide you very well. Furthermore, we also get core reperks. You guessed it, video link down below. Core reperk allows you to change the 6 perk of your weapons. Super useful. If you got a weapon that's really bad because headshot eliminations cause an explosion isn't interesting to you and you want affliction instead, core reperk is what you need. And we can get one of those from the normal rewards. That's what these are down here. And then down below, as you complete these quests, you get more and more. So you get core reperk, trap supercharger. You can just scroll through these and read them. The link will be down below. Cav did a really good job setting this up before the season starts, because I'm not going to be home when the season starts. So I'm getting this video out as a little schedule video. So we're going to get into more of the rewards later, but the thing that you might want to know is how to finish Ventures quickly. I'm going to link a video down below, surprisingly, on how to get Ventures XP as efficiently as possible. And I'm also going to link my Ventures Loadouts video. That's what I'm showing here. So I know that this says 2 years ago. I know that it says season 3 and 8, but honestly, it hasn't changed that much. These loadouts are still very strong. You're definitely going to get some good games out of them. And I don't want to remake the video. It exists already. It'll be linked down below. It's an old thumbnail, but it'll get you going and it'll give you some decent loadout ideas. I know that Raven is a really fun build, and I don't know why I didn't do it last season, but I should definitely make a video featuring specifically Raven, because I know he is really excellent with this season. I did make a video with the minigun build, but I'm kind of annoyed because I forgot that Warcry does not increase minigun damage. It does not increase ability damage. And Banshee increases weapon damage, not ability damage. So she is like completely useless in the build. The reason Warcry improves minigun is because Warcry increases your fire rate, and that includes weapons and abilities. So shooting a minigun faster just means you will do way more damage in the period of time that the minigun is available, but it won't increase the damage. So yeah, like you'll do more bullets in that time, which will do more damage, but your per bullet damage is not different. So anyway, it's a great build, just maybe don't use Banshee. I don't know, it's just kind of a correction. So yeah, moving on. Loadouts, Ventures XP, links down below. Let's go over these rewards, kind of digging in deep. So let's talk about like specific notable milestones. The first one is your weapon voucher is at level 13. Your first core reperk is at 17. Your first hero voucher is 20. A lot of people don't enjoy Ventures. I don't blame you. It's super boring. You can't use your current weapon. At least this season, if I go back to my... Oh, it's not letting me do that. If I go back to my videos tab here, I can show that we did a little early look at the new Ventures map. So as far as I'm aware, we're going to have a lot more to discover this season, which is very cool. We haven't gotten a new Ventures map almost in 2 or 3 years. It's been a long time, but a lot of people still get bored, so they stop at level 20. I implore you to stop at 22. If you're going to quit Ventures early, 22 is the best spot to end, in my opinion, because like I said, Flux is really useful. In fact, a lot of the heroes and weapons that we used to voucher are now fluxable, and 22 just gives you 100 extra legendary Flux. That's 2 weeks worth of Flux for a little bit of XP. You can see that Ventures is on an XP based system, so 360,000 XP isn't too much more. It's a few extra missions, but it does scale all the way to 2.3 million. And that's where I know a lot of people like to stop, because if I scroll past these vouchers and Flux milestones, it's just superchargers and perk up and good stuff, everything up until level 46. Level 46 is the very last level where you get a Survivor Supercharger. I could just zoom in on that. Survivor Superchargers. A lot of people really only care about their power level, and I don't blame you. The difference between 1.85 million XP and 2.3 million is several hours of 140 missions, and if you don't care about making your weapon 2% stronger, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Ventures is designed to be grindy, and I finish every season because I'm a YouTuber and that kind of person, but a lot of people quit early, and if you are kind of like the next step of lazy and you don't want to finish, I don't blame you. There's no shame in that. Your last set of Survivor Superchargers is at level 46, but I will remind you that there are quest rewards down here. So completing group missions and whatever for that Survivor Supercharger is really important if you're trying to do that. Then we get a couple of more core reperks. Like, it looks really bad, like we only get one per season, but we actually get one up here, one over here. We get 3, 4, 5 total core reperks, which is really, really nice to see. And thank you, Cav, for setting this up. He likes to take my suggestions, and I appreciate him improving the site. You can actually expand on this and see every single one of the quests. And for those of you who continued watching, you're gonna get a hot tip real quick. So the first season of Ventures, you just have to play a mission. I very much encourage you to not run an Atlas Fight the Storm mission, because your very next quest will be one of those. In fact, because Clip is so strong, as mentioned, you might not be able to voucher her, but any Outlander in the game can punch infinitely. It'll be fine with this season. You are going to want to start with a resupply mission. I am a terrible YouTuber and didn't exactly launch Fortnite before recording, but you understand, hopefully, to just look for a resupply mission, because you basically just have to loot for 10 minutes. It's a really casual mission, and then you'll get the loot. Then your next one will be to fight the storm. Then it's going to say, okay, so he wrote 2 Ride the Lightning missions. I believe it's 1 Ride the Lightning and 1 Retrieve the Data. I'm going to trust what it says here, but you'll read the missions as you're playing along. Those are great missions to run. And another thing to recommend is if you are... Actually, power level doesn't matter, as I recall. Your survivor squads won't make a difference. So you should be able, if you're playing with 4 people, which is not hard, Discord link down below, you should be able to just start in the 15 zones. And if you complete all of the level 15 venture zones, and then if you really care, you can do the power level 5 zones, you usually will not hit the break point for the next stage. So if you look right here, you can get level 10, and that will unlock 23 power level zones. Typically, when you finish all of the level 15 zones, including those quests, you're going to be about power level 7, Ventures level 7. Personally, to minimize the grinding in Ventures, I actually stopped there. Yeah, there's no reason you need to bang your head against the wall playing bad missions and grinding it out. you can just come back tomorrow. The missions reset on shop, then you can queue more power level 15 missions, hit that level 23 zone and go on from there. Another notable milestone is level 43. Ventures level 43 unlocks 140 missions, so if you're interested in those, it's here. Again, the link is down below, but those are just some interesting things to note. If you're looking to play the first several missions efficiently, start with a resupply, farm up because you're starting with an empty inventory anyway, then run Fight the Storm, then either to ride the lightnings or ride the lightning and retrieve the data, whatever it wants you to do, and then just follow this from then on out. Always be mindful of these quests. I have friends like, I'm calling Archer out. He went ahead and finished Ventures one season without ever once using a melee weapon in a 15 plus zone. So, you know, mixing and matching your weapon usability or uses is probably a good way to progress in the season. And then, of course, you can also expand the specific rewards. I don't dig into this too far because it's just tickets and gold and llamas. Good stuff. I'm not complaining. It's just nothing super exciting. Those extremely important ones that I mentioned earlier, the vouchers, the core perk, the superchargers, are typically the ones that people care about. And if you want to read any further, the link is down below. So there you go. Hopefully that gave you guys a good resource to get started on the season. A few helpful tips. I know it's not like an edited high quality video, but like I said, the rewards haven't changed in like 3 years. I just put this out there for the newbies, and links down below if you guys want to dig in anything further. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one with a more polished video probably, and thanks for watching.